Checking out Greenwood Village to see if you can make it your next hometown? Stay tuned, we're taking a tour today. Hey everybody, it's Alyson with Live South Denver, your real estate strategist and realtor for the South Denver area. Today we're touring Greenwood Village and I'm so excited to have you along. Greenwood Village started as a dairy farm, farmland, orchards. We have Orchard Road that cuts right through the town. And while you won't find any of that left, you will find many remnants of that way of life here. People wanted to come from the city of Denver down here to escape town and have their summer house and a quiet way of life, and that's definitely what you get when you're here. This was a second hometown. It was a place for the wealthy, and Greenwood Village is definitely a place for more expensive homes. We have larger lots. There are definitely homes that still house equestrian property. There are the equestrian parks. We just passed some homes that have equestrian facilities right on the property. So this is definitely a place for those who want to have everything right either on their property or very much nearby. Greenwood Village is kind of a long and narrow town. Cherry Hills and Denver are to the north border. Inglewood is both east and west bounding it, and Centennial is on the south border. So let's talk relative home prices. The median home price for the last 12 months here in Greenwood Village is $1 million. Now, if we're looking at Cherry Hills to the north, it's $2.3 million. For Denver, their median home price is $460. Centennial's is $475, and Inglewood comes in at $440. So as far as luxury communities go, Greenwood Village is a steal at less than half the median price of Cherry Hills. But if you're comparing Greenwood Village to your average suburban family community, it's no deal at all. It's more than double the price of most neighborhoods around. So let's start talking about the pros and cons of Greenwood Village. And stay to the end because we're going to drive down 2 of the top 10 most expensive streets in all of Denver. Now, also, if you have not grabbed your South Denver relocation guide yet, go down to the description box below and get it. You may have already done so from another video, but if not, you're going to want to have it. So number 1 on the list of things that makes Greenwood Village so great: open space. It's one of the things I think I list for every neighborhood that I talk about. This area right over my shoulder here is an equestrian park, and there are a handful of those. There is a lot of horse property here in Greenwood Village, and so people love to have a place to go take them out. In addition, there are over 25 parks and open space areas within the boundaries of Greenwood Village. Both Cherry Creek and Littleton Public Schools serve Greenwood Village. I always encourage you to go check each of those school districts and the individual schools yourselves at both schooldigger.com and greatschools.org. As you get into checking out individual homes, the listing information will have the school that home is zoned for. So you can start to check out the ratings for each individual school, because even within a great school district, there can be schools that don't rank so great, and school districts that aren't the best or most amazing have schools that knock it out of the park. So I always recommend that you look at each individual school. One of the other pros about Greenwood Village is that it is so close to the Denver Tech Center, and between the companies that are already headquartered in Greenwood Village and the many that are headquartered in the Tech Center, there are a lot of job opportunities right here and within a very short commute of where you would live. There are the many oil and gas companies, there are media companies, there is Jacobs, which used to be CH2M Hill, there's Red Robin, eBags, Air Methods. There is just so much in terms of job opportunity right here, and most of us are now working from home. But if you do have to go into the office, there's so much close by. But if you aren't working at one of those companies and you don't always get to work from home and you have to commute into Denver, your commute is just about 20 to 30 minutes on a regular morning. So you have a very good deal. And if you prefer light rail, maybe you like to work on your commute or you just hate the drive, there's a light rail station not far away either. So what are the cons to Greenwood Village? Well, there really aren't many. The biggest one are the home prices. It really is so much more expensive here than anywhere else in the South Denver area aside from Cherry Hills Village. So some people really love that. It gives them a bubble and they They love a little bit of that kind of protection and the uniqueness of being here. Others, if you really want to live in this area or you want one of these beautiful homes, they don't like that it's much harder to get into this community than it is in some other areas. Next, you'll find there's just not a lot more land left for you to design your own custom home of your preference. And last, about half of the homes were built 1990 or earlier. Very few of the homes have been built since 2015. And so of the older homes, you're going to want to update a good number of them. Some of them have already been done, but for the most part, if you buy a home in Greenwood Village, you're probably going to want to put at least some of your own touches on it. So you'll want to factor that into the budget. As promised, here are two of the most expensive streets in all of Denver that are in Greenwood Village. Thanks for coming on the tour today with me. I hope you enjoyed everything you learned about Greenwood Village. If there's a different town you want to see me take a tour of, let me know. It's always an honor for me to hear from you. You can reach me by phone, by text, by email, and hey, I'll see y'all next week.